Yeah, I know. I'll take the lead, of course, like always. Holy shit, Donald, is that your fucking character? Why is his head smaller than your fucking dick? Where's the fucking... Let's take care of this fucking zombie first, and I'll take you. Fuck do I want? Jesus fucking Christ, you know what the fuck are you doing? Left click for a quick attack, right click for a strong attack, dumbass. Shut the fuck up, Donald. I fucking know that. I just wanted to go easy on this fucking zombie. Stop your bullshit fucking house. How would I remember where the house is? Huh? Yo, this house was so fucking close to it. It's not that fucking hard to remember where it was. Always finding a way to bitch. Typical ass Donald. Alright, shut the fuck up. Let's just clear the fucking zombies inside and start setting up bait. Sounds easy. Let's do it. Why were you whacking on the fucking door with a wooden claw? Back at it with your dumb shit, huh? Can you once in your life stop your bitching so we can proceed with the game? Okay, calm your fucking kitty. Where the fuck are the zombies that you were talking about? They've got to be in either the basement or attic. Just keep looking and try not to fall asleep while you're at it. Can you stop making fun of me in every way possible? God, now I know why Barack doesn't want to play with your ass. Boy, believe me, Barack isn't playing because of your senile ass. Where the fuck are the zombies, bitch? I guess you just have to deal with you, Joe. What the fuck? What the fuck? Goddamn it, John. I hope you don't fuck yourself. Okay, where's your old ass? I'm gonna come kill your ass. I'm done with your shit. You will never find me. My name is Papa Joe, and you are my bitch. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Today, we fight back against the Mongol invasion. Warriors of Tsushima, defend our home. You are not welcome here. This is Tsushima, my home, where I live in my home. I don't remember much of the dialogue that goes, yeah, I know they said home a lot.
Defend the home.
I will defend Tsushima, no matter the cost. Wow, wow, wow. Jesus. Great stuff. Does it look fantastic? It tastes delicious. Who made that?
Emil makes it. I'm just so happy that Chef Ramsay likes the bread pudding. It feels great to end on a good note. Love the bread pudding.
You like the bread pudding? There we go. Loved it. I took full responsibility for bread pudding. That is all me. Daryl doesn't really have any influence on that.
Thank God. Thank God he likes some ideas. I'll take that any day.
Here's the carrot cake. Wow, full homemade. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Hi. Gordon's eating your carrot cake right now, actually.
What is that? The last thing that people eat is said. The dessert sucks. That's bad. Hey.
Bloody hell. You scared me. Don't come around the corner like that.
Sharon.
This is the burger I'm dying for. David, please. Presentation. It looks great. Thank you, Chef. Explain, please. I used a smoked beer with grilled tomato, spring mix, with a mustard aioli, and a jumbo pickle homemade. What I had earlier, this looks night and day. Wow, okay. Look at that. Okay, I mean, that's what I call a burger. Jesus. And how does it taste? It's delicious. Thank you, Chef. Temperature's perfect, and the roll is crispy. Yes, Chef. Would you like to have a little taste?
I'd like to. What is that small taste that I'm tasting?
Great taste, and it's slightly fine. Yeah, I love it.
Is that what it tastes something stronger than like the dry age or something deep? But I do like my medium red. I have a medium rare girl.
With bread. Make it easier. I'll tell you what, let me take it. Do it. Now I'll do that burger. I'm not quite that little one. Take it burger. Make it better. Don't go to the burger yet. And you do that. Thank you.
I want to see what's going on.
So we've got the
Mommy and us, all of our desserts.
oh, no, no. Yeah, take it.
How do you like it?
Where's the end? On the side.
I thought the red velvet and mommy was beautiful, right? Because mommy baby, I'm gonna punch him in the face. Watch his face. I think Chef Ramsay came close to ordering the worst things, but you know, everything that's here pretty much craft food. Yeah?
Thank you.
No problem.
New England clam chowder.
When Chef Ramsay was sitting there, I was just praying that he was really happy with everything.
Welcome.
Let's see if I can find him. What would you like to see people?
Great. First thoughts that went through my head was, oh my god. That's like saying, that's actually season, steak season. Perfect for winter. I'm glad you enjoy it. Melissa does a nice job. Crap. I'll check on the rest of your food. Thank you, Ryan.
Can you go?
Thank you.
Got some catfish goujons with hush puppy and our homemade pineapple salsa.
That's quite nice. Very, very delicate fish. And very nice. Really nice.
Thank you. Be that which means.
Remains, my place pile pie with a chunky mess of ribs, spicy chicken jambalaya, and corn and bean succotash. I hope it likes it. Okay. So tender. I have to say, it's so thank you. Bloody delicious.
Thank you.
And you know what?
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be really spicy, but
No,
it's toned down. And There are things I would change.
Okay, fine.
Wait,
And I'm
definitely.
happy to
But
hear about
in general,
that.
I gotta take a picture of this place. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy.
Mama,
Mind your
God.
head, mind your head.
Oh, God.
I fed Gordon Ramsay. And he cleaned his place.
Every table says, hello, my name is Pino. No fucking way. No, I'm not working with this guy. I've been there, done that.
The minute you get too far, you kiss goodbye to any finesse. Because She-Hulk here only knows how to smash.
Yeah, Mr. Arson here only knows how to blow shit up.
The fact is,
And the fact is,
no offense.
oh, no offense.
This guy's a real asshole.
That's some bitch in native town.
That'd be Wanker in your native town.
You finish, Broadway? You sound like a giant tattooed failure. Well, I'll listen to this one. That's it. I know myself. Really took time. I love it. Just hate me like me. Seriously, I love this one time. I was still trying to play for it. He loves something.
That's it. Just remind me. That's exactly why I hate working like you. It's your voice. It's your nasally lessons and powder. Every time you speak, it mentions for a second. It's like dragging my balls across shattered glass.
And it hurts. Walk away. It's not your voice. It's your face. Your big, stupid face. Looking at me. Makes me feel like God. This projectile vomit right in my eyes. Burns. It's really bad. Well. 2 cards behind bars. Would you look at that?
Better with your blood on it.
Good luck with that, Hercules. Roman gone bad, huh? Such a cliche. Oh well. Welcome to the club.
I wouldn't get that twisted, son. We ain't in no club. We got nothing in common. And unlike you, I ain't gonna be here long.
You bring a shovel, did ya? You're 38 feet of steel and concrete. That's all, Big Tom. Very good to do. Wake up. Step down. You put your sausage fingers on. What do you do? Trade with you. That ain't my taste.
No. It's my house. I've been broken
That is my sister.
Bullshit. She's too good looking to be your sister.
Yeah? Got those bloated out muscles will give you. All show and no God. Oh, I got plenty of gold. You must have misplaced that. When I kicked your ass up and down that office of yours.
Yeah. Just like you Brits, rewriting history, huh?
All I know is you was beetles thrown out of a 4-story window. You jumped.
I jumped out of a 4-story window saving my partner's life. Because where I'm from, we don't settle fights by throwing bombs.
Well, that's funny because where I'm from, we don't need women to run to our rescue. And do you really believe you can stand in front of me and beat me in a straight up old-fashioned fist fight?
Let me tell you something. Me and you, one-on-one, no one else around. I will beat your ass like a Cherokee drum. Could have booked an emergency room for a little bit more leg room. Not everybody has hobbit legs like you.
Hey, look, you didn't realize you give a damn about your comfort. You want to be a good enemy. Suck up another kilo of me.
With SAP, your business can be ready for anything that happens next.
Welcome back. So, as we're on the cusp of the draft, and then free agency, one comment we're going to lot this summer. The NHL are just spoiled. These are spoiled players. How dare they? How dare they demand multi-million-dollar contracts? I liked it better when players didn't get millions of dollars, which is fine. I mean, if not for the fact that if the players don't get it, then the owners do. And hey, the owners are right there with you. Owners suppressed the amount of money that players got paid for decades. It went into the 70s, and if not for the WHA, it would have continued for longer. Now, by now, we would have seen NHL salaries go up. We probably still would have been in the same situation, but NHL owners really didn't want to pay the players money. And I've always known that if they come out and say, man, these players are being greedy, in general, the public probably goes, yeah, these players are greedy. Why did they get all that money? Because they're the talent. Like, without them, you wouldn't have a league. So anyways, according to the most recent numbers I was able to find over the last year, 551,000 kids in the U.S. play youth hockey, 513,000 kids in Canada play youth hockey, but those numbers vary wildly, and I don't know how accurate that is for the entire country, right? And this is organized. This is your organized, registered hockey. This is not including kids who might go out and play in whatever league that they have that may not be registered with USA Hockey or Hockey Canada, right? So it is a sport that we do see a lot of participation in, but it's down. So the numbers have been down since the pandemic, for obvious reasons. Everything got shut down. The Canadian level for a while there, on the American side, some of the programs were down as well. And so, while the numbers have bounced back, they're not where they were in 2019. Part of it is cost. I mean, everything with inflation as it is, and it's all over North America, all globally really, inflation has been an issue. And it has not made things easier for hockey parents. For hockey parents, this is the most expensive team sport to play. It's not the most expensive sport overall, but team sport it is. The most expensive sport overall, apparently, is water skiing. So the average cost, I believe these are Canadian numbers, that total $1,566 average annual for youth hockey. Water skiing number one, equestrian, $1,434. And the only kid that's in equestrian is like, oh, your family's got some money. Kids are going out for work, hockey now is in that situation too, where you kind of got to have some money. So for parents, there's trade-offs. And these trade-offs are not small. This is something that happens with kids that are being raised who may not make it to professional hockey, not to mention the NHL. For the NHL, that dream is a distant one. And most players will not get there. Most players will not get close to the National Hockey League. And we'll go through the various North American leagues. I'm not just looking at North America. I'm not even looking at the European side. So, hockey parent trade-offs in Canada. So this is Canadian parents being asked, so what have you had to give up for your kid to be in hockey? 67% said fewer vacations, 63% cheaper groceries and entertainment, so I'd like to take the kids out to the movies. However, I got a kid in hockey. I can't afford to, that kind of thing. 35% have had to take on more personal debt, so maxing out credit cards happens. You're buying hockey equipment, it can be very expensive. 23% have had to get a second job and work some overtime at their current job. 14% work longer or delay retirement. And that's just, I hate to hear anybody delays retirement. I can't imagine, I'm going to retire. You know what? Nope, I'm going to work another 5 years. 12% have had to sell personal possessions. So I'm thinking, some pretty major possessions if it's going to make a difference on the hockey side of things. 9% have had to borrow from family members. That could be awkward if you're not able to pay that back, right? Because life's expensive right now. 9% cut back on money set aside for child education. So that's tough. And it has to be tough too, because imagine if you're a kid and if you know that your parents have money set aside for college, but now they've put it into your hockey. Well, now there's more pressure on you to do a little better in your hockey. And 2% have had to downsize to a smaller home. It said smaller house, but I'm thinking not everybody lives in a house. There are people who have to downsize to a condo or to an apartment, right? So there are a lot of sacrifices being made by parents of these kids in Canada. Oh, they're all spoiled millionaires. How dare they? All right, now there are academies in Canada for youth players. I know there are programs in the States for really good players too. The National Development Team Program. On the Canadian side, the tuition can cost $18,000 to a year. So it's not cheap, and that's where you're going to have some of the elite players. And so the better the player is, the more expensive it can be to the parents. So it really prices out poor kids, it prices out middle class too. And so it prices out a lot of kids who could be elite athletes. And we talked about, in Canada, in that dominance dropping off. Well, cost might be part of it. Cost could absolutely cause that to happen, where Canadian hockey players who could end up being a Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid type, their parents are poor. They can't play. And so that's there. Now, there are programs in Canada, that number. It might be off by a couple, but it still shows you have a little over 1,000 players in the NHL. So you've got about 1 million kids in North America. Again, I'm not including Europe playing on. So if you add globally, probably double that number. There are 1,000 jobs that those kids are all aspiring towards. And so for players who play in the NHL, this is why I don't insult players in the NHL. This is why I don't talk about players in the NHL say this guy's trash and that guy's trash. Because you're not trash if you make it to the National Hockey League. You are one of the best players in the world if you make it to the National Hockey League. Now you're standing in relation to the rest of your teammates may not be very high. Maybe you are the 23rd best player on your team out of 23 players, but you're still better than hundreds of thousands of other players working, and you're still getting that opportunity. And so when we look at it, where players' salaries are at, it shows the National Hockey League is where you have to go if you want to get paid. NHL average salary is $2.69 million a year. NHL is the next highest paid league at $425,000. That's the average there. The National League is $220,000 on average. The Swedish Hockey League, $110,000 on average. These numbers are all in US dollars. And Liga, which is Finland, $100,000. So I'm not saying those are bad numbers, but comparatively speaking with what NHL is, that's low, right? And again, that's the average. You're going to have players make a lot more than $100,000 in Liga. You're going to have players that make $20 less as well. So that's where we're at. Now, when you get into how many professional leagues there are, the NHL is the top. Right now, I've talked about the AHL funding. The AHL, of course, is the to the NHL. You can make a good living in the AHL. You can absolutely make a good living in the AHL. You can get paid 50, 60 grand US a year. Is that going to make you rich for the rest of your life? No. But you're getting that payment over like an 8-month period. You might need a job in the off-season, sure, depending on whether you're better or not. But I don't think graduating in the NHL players were wanting a little bit higher on the downside on their contract deal, like $130,000 or $150,000. ECHL, I talked about them not too long ago, and how you can make $500 a week, which is not great. You're going to need another job. You're absolutely going to need another job, especially if you have a wife and kids. $500 a week won't cut it. The SPHL is a league below. You're looking at probably a couple $100 a week or less. And the SPHL it's a shorter season. And I mean, the SPHL has some really fun stuff going on with it. Their playoff format's great and everything, but it is that fourth league down. So the prices that they're gonna make less. And the SPHL, which is the lowest league and is seen as kind of the closest slap shot you're going to find in the NHL. But the FPHL, the pay is lower than the SPHL. So again, for these players, they're still paid. This is still paid hockey. This is still pro hockey. But yeah, you're not looking at the kind of money that you're going to get even in the ECHL to play there. Now, both the SPHL and the FPHL have free agent tryouts, so like you can go and try out for a team in this league, but it's recommended you don't. A, it's at your own cost, and B, unless you talk to the general manager and they have some interest, unless you have something on your resume that says, hey, I can play pro hockey, you're probably not going to get a look. So there are a lot of players that don't end up making it into the National Hockey League, and by a lot, I mean most. Very, very few players are going to get to the NHL. Then you look at the length of their actual career. So the top 25% of players, the average career at this point, 12 years. So the average career for your top-notch guys, 12 years. You have 12 years to make your money on average, and then you're out. How many players have we seen that get a career-ending injury, so their career is just done, that last contract is it, maybe it's during a contract year, and so you're out. and they might get other jobs in the NHL. They might get a job as a trainer. They might get a job as a scout. They're not going to make the same money they did as a player, obviously. And the average overall career is 410
Will
games.
someone get a chance to put the game on their stick? Overtime lose.
The average career was 164 games.
Will we get a winner? Time to find out. It's overtime.
With better conditioning.
Long reach breaks up the momentum.
But still,
And he takes the dish. And now it's over to Stamkos. Drives it to the crease. Hart's got the puck and he's going to hang on. This is a face-off. They'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone.
Because maybe they don't have an NHL contract offer. Their agent hasn't called them in a
LA's
while.
won the face-off deep in their own end.
Officially retiring from the National Hockey
They go on the attack through center. The
So
Kings played along the wing. And that's intercepted by Hedman.
It is a game that is very
Look out, here they come on the attack.
Players that retire
And that was denied.
players
Fiala's gaining momentum.
They won't go there playing.
Oh, love the defensive stick work there to put that one away. Oh, and he gets a toe on that one to keep it out.
So that's why I don't
And
have
now he
any
moves it quickly to
qualms
Kucherov.
about saying I don't see any
Takes a shot. And that's off target as it hits the
Look at
body.
the amount of money that NFL players get.
Kempe's got the puck along the
I know I
wing.
did a video this couple weeks ago. I know people are going to say, well, those leagues make more money. Right.
Tampa
But
Bay's
still,
gained possession along the
compare what
boards.
money was made in other leagues.
Right through center and into
Players
the
that
offensive
are
zone.
qualified in the league.
Cuts into the paint.
Do they sometimes
Oh,
get
great
more money
reflex
than they
pass
should?
stopped by Hart.
Which I have said for years.
Moves it quickly over to Kalia. Here's a shot. Shot dives and the Trevor save.
I'd like to have like 8 seconds. My boss was like, all right, I'll triple your tape.
A
Was
big
it my
draw
fault for
looming
asking
here in the offensive zone.
And then if that makes it difficult to around the rest of the staff, then don't put the company through the money because I make the amount of money that I was before. Is
The
that
Kings win the draw. Here's a solid collision. That's a mistake.
I look at the game.
Tampa Bay's got possession of the puck.
Clearly, he took too much money. How dare he?
Kind of lost control for a second there, but regains possession.
And most of this situation do the same thing.
Quick shot! Denies him with the blocker. What a stop by Hurt.
Yep.
Slides the...
So, really, I don't have a problem with it. I know that Nicholas Patrick Kane was drafted as
Points won a big draw on their own end. Pushes it across to Engvall. And lowers the boom
to
there.
get him to the NHL level, it cost him $100,000.
Makes the save, just not enough to keep it out. Just
So
bashes him against the boards.
Don't worry, James. You're safe up there.
Crowd on their feet as they drop the
I would
gloves.
imagine that most NHL players are very giving to their parents and make sure that they're well taken care of because the parents sacrifice a lot to get them. So again, I know that we'll see a lot of comments about how greedy players are and everything, which to me is, it is what it is, but
And takes him down
I don't
with
think
authority.
The Heat was in control of this boat from the get-go and takes him down to finish it off. After they pick themselves up here, they'll head to the penalty box to serve their 5-minute penalty for fighting. Probably takes that long to get their breath back.
Well, it looks like the officials have got all the debris off the ice, and we're back to getting some hockey going again. Grundstrom's got the puck, and they'll go on the attack. And a little body contact on that play. Puck picked up by Barbashev. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. The Kings scoop it up along the boards. Passes the puck over to Engvall. Puts it on net, and that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Picked up along the wall by Eller. And he takes the pass. Oh, what a block. He'll get a pat on the back from the coach when he gets off. And picking it off. Delayed penalty coming up here. Looks like slashing is the call. Let's see what the official makes for the final decision.
One coach is yelling at the ref to let them play. The other one's quite happy with this power play coming up.
Hey, I think it's really different varieties of steak.
The Bolts with an all-important power play opportunity here.
What an unreal opportunity it is to win this game in overtime now that you've got the power play. I'd say to be patient, wait for the right shot, but you still have to be aggressive.
Gets it out of his own end. Tampa Bay's got the puck along the boards. Nice zone entry from the middle. And now he tries to get it across the foot. And that doesn't reach the net. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. And the puck is cleared to a safer spot. The Bolts gain control of the puck. Stamkos moves it into the attacking end. And that banks off a stick. And that was a good heads-up read to make that save. And they managed to clear it. The Bolts look to start the transition game. From the left side, they gain the zone. Shot! Oh, stick save and a beaut. Scores! They take it in overtime! What an effort by this team out there tonight.
Something like this.
You can come to the rink a lot of nights and not see stuff as beautiful as this. Man, does he dangle his way through the defenders. They're grasping for air. There's nobody there. He's behind them now, and it's in the net.
Well, I certainly had a great time, and from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks so much for spending your time with us here this evening, and we will see you at the next playoff game.
Find out reasons, how his age, and decide exactly what he wants to do to get a job. That's the thing, it's really amazing thing product.
One of my all-time favourites, and it's always Christmas dinner, is the daddy of all brunches. Steak sandwiches. For me, the secret of a great brunch is fun and casual. Fuss-free cooking and everyone helping themselves. This is the ultimate steak sandwich. You want the Rolls Royce of beef. There has to be fillet. Now, season it beautifully. I like to open up the top of that milk to increase the size of the steak, so it gives that bit of heat. Nice in chunks. Just roll now, nicely all the way around. Now, slice the garlic. Half, pan nice and hot. Olive oil in. Hold the steak. Just place it into the pan. Don't drop it. At the front of the pan. You're going to tilt the pan forward because the back of the steak is all purpose. Now, roll it back and sear underneath. Next, my garlic. I'm going to roast that garlic. Thyme. Fry that thyme. I want to hear it. We're not looking for a lot of colour. You're going to dry out the fillet. So, just one end. Turn it back down. And sear the other end in. Lift up your thyme. Place it on top of the garlic. There. Lift up your fillet. Invisible thread in excess. Hello everyone and welcome to the box room in Pittsburgh. I tried very hard to find as many boxes as possible and ended up with over 70 encounters and I'm only able to see the summary here locked behind NCC questions or super in your second election. 3 piece don't count, which is a variation of my choice kind of a different starting from 1 and working our way to whatever number it is. Number 1, Soldier of Godfrey. It sucks, we're saying the God. The easiest boss in Elden Ring is a single lane Soldier of Godfrey. Please ignore the footage of an
investigating me while I talk shit. This man is a rookie who's lucky his poise is mildly carrying him in this particular instance. But if I'd have to run back, he would go down hitless, guaranteed, like a no-name piece of tin garbage. Number 2, Miranda, the Blighted Bloom. This new Gen 9 regional variant of Lileaf is rooted to the spot, and since poison does next to no damage in this game, you can just inhale this spores with no mask on and have her dead by the time it matters. Nice nickname, Miranda. Did your Pokemon trainer give it to you? I shouldn't talk. My character's name was Boss Rank, so I knew which save file was for the video. Number 3, Tibia Mariner. I'm a big fan of this boss. It's like if the Underworld farrier Charon was in a Michael Bay movie riding some gnarly explosive waves.
It's
This
twice
is
to
just
the
mining its
finals.
secrets
We've
and
won,
water, and we have to come
but we
back
both
to
lose to Tampa. I know we tired, or I guess we got tired.
Number 4, Beastman of Farum Azula. Sounds outrageous. This is a man. This is likely the first little boss you'll encounter in the game outside the tutorial, and as such, he exists to be slain. He is, however, an early example of how bosses in this game love to do like eat combos out of nowhere. As a shieldless melee build, which I maintain for the entirety of the game, I do have to wait longer for attacks to end than still shield, because you can swap with dark and dark hammer all day. You can still just hang outside the range of this boss and learn the game. Number 5, Scaly Misbegotten. Alright, so I'm a little overload. So what? I missed this boss in the beginning and had to go back after I beat it. It's still an easy mob, so much so that it's literally a normal enemy in the same area as Castle Court. I'm using the Guardian Super Spear. In case you're curious, it drops from the corner of tree things. He moves at an eventually scaled A and dexterity to make it cool, so that's something. Number 6, Mad Pumpkin Man. Maybe Mad he deserves it though, because he swings that blaze over 10 times in a row in the same motion that can humble under the spot. You just have to constantly straighten him and roll every so often. What sucks is that he takes reduced damage to the head, and since he likes to spend as much of the fight as possible face down in the dirt, your strikes will lose damage from hitting it all the damn time. Number 7, Patches from Casey and Effort. The scourge of every Souls game, the liar, the deceiver, the trickster, the surrenderer. Halfway through the fight, this BSer tries to throw in the towel, begging for his life, pleading with your losers like him anyway. But the quest line, don't care. The Patches quest line is not worth me knowing that he's still being alive somewhere. And if your attacks don't finish him off, he'll roll away and he'll back up a little, but he's been down to that protagonist. No, out of it. Number 8, Cemetery Shade. Oh, the kid from Limbo is all grown up and psycho. Understandable. Cemetery Shade got some rapid fire stabs and a sticky snare projectile. You'll want to not get any value used for it. Mashing shoulder buttons, you know, immediately starts sucking your scalp off, otherwise you take the buttload of damage. That's the advantage of them. Number 9, Onyx Lord. 2 words. Strong jump. Attack. Stagger. Non-NPC bosses with no poise can be mildly stun-locked by repeated jump R2 attacks if your weapon isn't a feather, which will also eventually break their poise completely and give you this sexy visual attack. Onyx Lord's gravity spells are not an NPC, but they don't seem to do any damage compared to his normal sword swing. Maybe you put a chest plate on the that like 500 points. Number 10, Guardian Blade. Oh man, what are you doing in combat when your shins are so glowingly damaged? How did you not think this was going to be my primary target? The only one who plays hockey doesn't give you the shin guard. Then you see the shin guardian go on. Why am I not on the front page of YouTube? Or the stagger, the heart guard, like you could do with that great set this month. Number 11, Crystalian. I came in here with my first few hits like, whoa, am I at this level? But it turns out it's a gimmick fight where the first time you do enough full damage to land a visceral, his Crystalian armor shatters, and you start getting run all over. I'm sure you could thought it was never two of the battles can be fighting. Number 12, Parade of the Warrior Lupus. Not one but 2 hammers getting dropped on the ground alongside your lifeless body. He's staggerable, he's predictable. That's just keep it that for you. Number 13, Stone Digger Troll. Boy, get a load of the Rocky Balboa ball head on this troll. Every lady in the audience is moving right now. All 5% of my demographic units are moving. If you're struggling with this boss, it's only because he's a bigger man than you. Why not skip to the final stage of your fade away into nothingness like half your rolling. Number 14, Denny Huge. Duo encounters in games like this are bullshit by definition, but it helps when you can kill one of them before you really have to get out of the boss room. This time I'm over level, but I'm in effort to use a non-reinforced weapon, the Shaman Spear, which you can find in the cave with the Guardian Soul. I'm still tearing ass because I'm awesome like that, though. Don't go over to where the other pieces, and you'll have 2 easy 1v1. Number 15, Ancestor Spirit. This is another of my favorite boss fights, because it's a big spirit, or at least something. The point is it's majestic, and the music for it is can't hear is awesome too. The Ancestor Spirit only has like 3 attacks
Carlin locked in, so that'll be later on too. Basic avatar has some slow swings, which is if there are slow attacks, way harder to dodge than fast ones. Fast ones, it's like, alright, I'll just react. Slow ones, you're just begging me to take the damage swing already. And then you roll too early and get slobbered at the end. You can roll into the avatar's soul and pack it to the side and leave an ass crash for the rule it absolutely can. Like, otherwise, get those big unit attacks in to stagger it, or if you want to fast stack the normal hit damage and lose it, that's why not. If a tree can even really start off as a off corner. Number 17, Knights Cavalry. Yeah, because they only come out at night, and it's also spelled that way as anything. There are multiple Dark Cavaliers prowling around the grounds I found, but though their weapons are different, their mechanics are the same, so they get one slot. Flail Man is a bit easier than Cavalry Man because he has less range. Horse-on-horse action, although hot, can be tricky. You'll want to use double jumps to both escape attacks and also head off to the side. While it's when it's early, so much things by the time you're right next to your fellow cluster. If you don't come off this work, you can jump off yours and flail on with it and you will summon another one from the face of hell and one that comes more and you'll get that back for you. Number 18, Worm Face. These things are so sad. They're crying all the time. They ain't nothing that I can talk about. This is another horseback battle for good measures. You can avoid the death. You can constant attempts to grab you. The dude is more determined to get a hug than an on than a family reunion. He'll live over and over again without being deterred. If the death flight meter gets full, you die. Period. It's a fun time. Number 19, Mimictator. The boss is you. How powerful you are is directly related to how powerful the boss is. They copy your equipment, your weapon arts, even your consumables. So if you wouldn't want to deal with whatever you got going on, take it off. Lucky for me, the Guardian Sword Spear had shit R1 action. Only the jump strong and had a sprint attack or good ass. They wax that is all on Guardian Sword Spear. The answer is I regret it. Sword damage did our ability for closing distances and initial rolls. I am not a PvP person. I'm the type of guy who hopes the enemy runs into my jump attack, but this is still very doable. None of the bosses up to this point have been hard yet. Number 20, Necromancer Garrus. Never trust a man who loves snails. I really think they might try to help. The snails are kind of like the Weedle skeleton from Dark Souls 2-ish, and will only able to deal multiple combat damage like absolutely answers. Garrus himself is used to flail with his family never something with a skull-shooting spell complemented. They're slow moving, so he likes to shoot them and then run in with them to overwhelm you, so you should just sprint back and avoid the whole thing. If you see a snail, kill it immediately. They have good tracking and stuff. Also, the fight doesn't end with them all day. Number 21, Moonrod Knights. I would have ranked this boss higher given that it takes place in a poison pool because we obviously say that the Moonrod Knight can be backstabbed. He kind of lets you a lot of the time. You can make the fight over with poison as a factor. Roll around in the poison, who cares? Bathe in it. Become it. Number 23, Bell Bearing Hunter. I gave them a little more credit because I was mildly overleveled, but this dude lets you get a full combo and move the movie to generate a fucking thing in the work. This is a weak version of a much harder boss later on with his tongue-handed left-hander sword swings. Imagine doing this instead of delving into your local blood bank. What a waste. This dude could supply a whole option. Number 24, Aiden, Thief of Fire. Wow, you steal one fire spell and get a label for the rest of your life. Aiden is surprisingly nimble for having a King K rule delving because he primarily consists of launching one big proximity detonated fireball that slowly hovers towards you while it uses the distraction which will be some. The fireball glows brighter when you get close and then explodes after it's away, like I do when it rolls its next. I'm using the Godskin Killer Twin Blade here, which I tried as an alternative for a while, and it did good work in the action. Number 25, Hell Kings. A pitch black heart reminiscent of the 4 Kings, which is downgraded to 2 flames, and now it measures sucks. These guys stagger when idle, but a couple of their attacks have super armor just a few meters left leg. It's another duel fighting where one of the people just isn't present. I think he might be cheating on the other one behind his back. That's what they explain to you, I guess. Only when his partner is destroyed does he lament what he lost and start to give 100%, but it's too late. The relationship is crumpled into the void and there's nobody left to succeed for. Number 26, Half the Dragons. There's a lot of dragons. Two of them are either elements lost or literally defensive with glass colors, so they get ranked to stay in the coming sections later. I like to fight my dragons on horseback. With a swoop when they fly into the air and rain elemental death on you, but I see how getting off to do extra force damage with the good idea. Learn to anticipate the tail whip and it's 2 different L's because that attack does a 1 human deck and one of the little run-up after a couple steps, and the other is after it's selected. Number 27, Grafted Scion. Yes, you want to have a healing, buddy. The game lets you revenge this monstrosity, and boy, is the revenge nice. I managed to beat the leader in the intro of the game after I started like 15 new files to learn the patterns, but I don't like his swords that much unless you use the weapon art. This is the Ice Rind Axe, which is effective and does proc build-up, found it in one of the Learma shrines in the lake, and I did like it for a while during the mid-game, but it falls off. Number 28, the False Saparian Knight. The defense, but this one has a much prettier sword that I had to upgrade my health some more than I've been one-shot by. The formula of painful fighting is the same as ever, but you get punished way harder for missing those. Number 29, the Earth 3 Burial Watchdog. I really like this boss. It's unnerving to fight. The movements are colorful. Sometimes there's no telling if an attack is coming or if it captures the spirit of the type of entity it is. Now that doesn't mean I need to see 4 different boss fights with these things in there, but it's still true on camera. Whenever it stands on its hind legs and starts walking around, I'm like, no sir, you are a 4-legged creature, please sit your ass back down and fall before I have a heart attack. Number 30, Bloodhound Knight Attacking. For an early game boss, I'd introduce the mild difficulty. Fast, the dodges ranged attacks like this, and while you're mostly just exploiting the same combo over and over again, it requires 26 seconds to still properly triangle and secure players won't be used again. People who teleport up to you and then wait a split second before attacking are the bane of my existence, because it forces the preemptive roll out of me every single time, and I feel like it's counting. Number 31, the Leonine Misbagatan. If you ask me, I will tell you this boss is easy. If you ask me what my death count to this boss is, I will lie to you. I got him down to 10% HP on my first try before dying, and then I subsequently lost 24 attacks in a row for reasons I did not be able to control. Nothing he does is particularly hard to deal with, although the 2 hit parts of his strength always seem to clip my roll. So you can jump over his lunge attack and deliver a strong counter, and the end lag is pretty much everything he does is substantial enough to be punished. I get when bosses are easy, but then they just keep killing you, you know what I mean? Number 32, the Tree Sentinel. I am one of the stubborn few who like to fight this boss immediately except in methods of this effect. Also, I don't like to feel when if I don't, and I felt kind of alone there. Let's send the spear in hand from Murkwater Cave, River, and weapon, not just the weapon itself, the spear, because there's no outrage more than they have yet for a while. I've seen people fight the Tree Sentinel on horseback, but I require the ability to get high frames from dodges, especially when it comes to the world of aliens, and any bosses nowhere near what it looks like. Number 33, Magma Worm Macabre. It's almost like playing Snake, where you roll back and forth across your between lava trails in his wake. A lot more than his body seems like it's capable of producing. You want to control his direction so he doesn't poke too much of the ground in it. Otherwise, the only attack that means anything is the one where he slams his sword on the ground under his neck, which does a ton of damage unless you get a roll back down. Number 34, Scarlet Rock Avatar. It's the Earth Tree Avatar, except now the abstract sends out flashes of get now diarrhea and just predominantly in every direction, which means you either want to do this fight on horseback and you sprint away, or continue to roll towards him when he doesn't and then just tank a couple of his advantages to start about build up with him. Number 35, Ulcerated Tree Spirit. The big boss needs big telegraph swing, but also slow, which means rolling too early and doing himself. Number 36, Commander of the Wow, Shack's really named for himself. The monsters who spawn aren't very strong, and if you keep a couple of them alive, you'll lose time doing long animations to keep them up so you can run them through doing it. You can still build up Scarlet Rock, though, and his massive AoE attacks require you to build up light in advance to get away from them. Number 37, Rock and Frost Dragons. These two get special recognition because more of their attacks are infused with their chosen element, making them harder to fight. Their feet slam into the clouds of poison or frosty dust. And in the Ice Dragon's case specifically, he has this get-off-me roar attack that will immediately maximize frost build-up and kill you almost instantly. He's a cheater. They're still dragons, though, so they go down the same. Number 38, Royal Knight of Loretta. We're actually fighting ghosts now. Loretta's been thriving ever since she divorced Cleveland Brown and broke her neck. Small price to pay to become a magical warrior. Loretta's just like any other cavalier, but recovering magic attacks and a simple fight. Number 39, Go Destroy the Grafted. Godfrey's evil twin, Go Destroy, that's like your mother named you William and your brother William. Go Destroy basically fights exactly like Godfrey, because there's no dragon cloak to defile, so he doesn't have a second phase, and therefore it's easier. Number 40, Godfrey the Grafted. I think Godfrey is easier than Marcus. His combos are less flexible and easier to deal with. Godfrey continues the whole game trend of bosses getting their